There is a third arrest that is coming. There's two that's already down. The world is going to crumble when they see this next arrest. In the meantime, there's going to be deaths, distractions, and fires to hide evidence.
Denzel Washington was at this party?
Yep.
Birdman was at this party?
Yes, he was.
And Young Jock?
Yep. The earthquakes and the disasters and the things, if you don't understand, they're organized. Because what is on November 3rd? I'm telling you right now that something is wrong. Very, very, very wrong.
Oh gosh, y'all won't believe the absolutely shocking allegations that just dropped about these devastating LA fires. Allie Carter, who's been blowing the whistle on Diddy's empire, just came forward with some mind-blowing claims that have everyone's jaws on the floor. I mean, can we just take a moment to process this? These aren't just your regular California wildfires, honey. According to Allie, we're looking at something far more sinister. A calculated move by Hollywood's elite to destroy evidence before Diddy's trial. I'm literally shaking just thinking about the implications. And trust me, with everything we've been seeing in Hollywood lately, this tea is scalding hot. Like seriously, when powerful people feel threatened, they'll stop at nothing to protect themselves. Allie has been sounding these alarms for years, and now it's getting real, darling. These fires in LA aren't just destroying random areas. We're talking entire neighborhoods being wiped off the map. Houses turned to ash, people losing absolutely everything. And while California's no stranger to wildfires, something about this just feels different.
More than 9,000 structures have been destroyed, more than 1,000 have been damaged, and 17 are confirmed dead.
The numbers are absolutely devastating. Over 9,000 structures completely destroyed, more than 1,000 damaged, and 17 precious lives lost. But here's where it gets really interesting. Loves. There are whispers about specific properties being targeted, and I'm not just talking about those glamorous Hollywood mansions. The real tea? Underground tunnels? Yes, you heard that right. Tunnels that were allegedly being used for some seriously shady business. We're talking about secret passages for moving people around and hiding evidence that could blow this whole scandal wide open. Now, I know we need to take this with a grain of salt since it's still speculation, but connect the dots with me here. Diddy's got this massive trial coming up in May 2025, right? And suddenly, these fires start raging right after his trial date gets announced? Honey, that's not just a coincidence. That's suspicious with a capital S. Now, let me tell you about Allie Carter, because this woman's story will give you chills. She claims she's one of the survivors who was passed around by Hollywood's biggest power players. She's been pointing fingers at Diddy, saying he destroyed her life after she was brought into the industry. The most heartbreaking part? Nobody took her seriously back then.
With this case, these freak-off parties, they're not freak-off parties. There's a lot that happens. There's life-size wheels that people attach children to and spin it and decide who's having in what way for coming to the party. Yeah, instead of that, there's children. They call them party favors. Okay.
But oh, how the tables have turned. With all these receipts starting to stack up, people are finally paying attention to what Allie's been saying all along. She literally warned us months ago that these elites would pull stunts exactly like this. Fires, explosions, anything to destroy evidence of their alleged crimes. The comments from people are absolutely mind-blowing. One person wrote, "I'm 62 now, lived in LA when I was 8 or 9, and I've never seen anything like this." Another said what we're all thinking. They're really burning all the evidence. The speculation about possible victims in these fires? It's absolutely chilling. Now hold on to your seats because this next part is wild. Oprah Winfrey, yes, that Oprah, is suddenly leaving the US right as this whole situation is heating up. The timing? Suspicious doesn't even begin to cover it. Remember those 2020 rumors about underground tunnels found at her Florida mansion? Everyone called it fake news back then, and Oprah dismissed it as baseless lies.
If you were on social media last night, you certainly saw that there were two things trending. Hashtag Oprah did what and hashtag Oprah arrested. It got so big, that's why she decided she had to address this.
But now Allie Carter is coming for Oprah directly. claiming she's been involved in some of the most disturbing events in Hollywood. And get this, according to Allie, certain high-profile locations connected to these allegations were mysteriously spared during the fires, while others tied to investigations, poof, up in smoke. But wait, there's more. Even beloved Denzel Washington's name is being dragged into this mess. Allie claims he was present at one of Diddy's notorious parties where she was there too.
Just the same way nobody tells on Denzel Washington. We tried to back up. We've tried to tell you everything that we can, and now we have people messaging us, investigators, people that want to talk now, when now it's because it's trending.
The tea about Denzel is particularly interesting because there's this story about him dramatically leaving one of these events, reportedly shouting, "You don't respect anyone," before storming out with his wife in the early hours. The speculation? He witnessed something absolutely horrifying. Remember what comedian Brandon T. Jackson shared about Denzel's advice? Always leave 30 minutes before the devil gets there. I mean, if that doesn't send chills down your spine. Now brace yourselves for the most disturbing part. Ali's revelations about a party at the Playboy Mansion between 2009 and 2010 are absolutely horrific. She claims artists like Birdman and Young Jock were there, and what supposedly went down is beyond shocking. According to her, little people were referred to as party favors and forced into unthinkable situations. The most disturbing detail? These body cakes, where people were allegedly forced to lie on tables as serving platters with food placed on them.
Time he locked me in containers with his shipment of kids. There were kids in there that didn't speak English. There were kids that were sick.
And just when you thought it couldn't get any worse, there's this absolutely shocking accusation about Diddy and Jay-Z allegedly forcing themselves on a 13-year-old Jane Doe back in 2000 at the MTV Awards. With these fires allegedly destroying evidence, people are wondering if crucial proof just went up in flames. Even Ellen DeGeneres is caught up in this mess. Just like Oprah, she's conveniently moved away recently, adding fuel to these explosive allegations.
All right, we're back with Sean Diddy Combs. Is it Diddy today? Because sometimes you're Puffy and sometimes you're Diddy. Or sometimes you're Daddy. What are you today?
I'm so confused today with it, as long as you say it in a nice way.
All right.
Just,
Yeah. Diddy.
This right here is the new Ciroc Mango.
And speaking of Ellen, with Allison Holker's new book revealing Twitch's struggles with substances, people are questioning if Ellen's alleged connection to Diddy's parties might have played a role in Twitch's story. Was his death really what it seemed? Or is there something more sinister lurking beneath the surface?
But it also helped me process that he was going through so much. And he was hiding so much, and there must have been a lot of shame in that. And he was wrestling with a lot inside himself, and he was trying to self-medicate and cope with all those feelings because he didn't want to put it on anyone.
The internet is absolutely exploding with reactions to Allie's claims about these LA fires. One comment that caught my eye said, "Water reservoirs empty, but they say they're full? No cleanup to prevent fires? This was done on purpose, no doubt." Another person pointed out how Ellen, J-Lo, and others mysteriously fled right before everything went down. But here's the kicker. Remember that leaked phone call where Diddy told his son to get rid of all the pizza boxes and recycle the plastic? Well, apparently in certain circles, pizza has been code for something far more sinister. And this call happened just a week before the fires started. Coincidence? I think not.
Yo, listen, do not entertain none of this nonsense and nothing over the phone. I'm gonna need you to get rid of all the leftover pizza boxes. The what? All the boxes left over from the pizza. All the boxes.
I'm literally still processing all of this, and I know you must be too. Is Allie Carter finally getting the validation she deserves? And these fires? Are we really supposed to believe this is all just terrible timing? Or is there something far more disturbing happening behind Hollywood's gleaming facade? Drop your thoughts below, loves. And don't forget to smash that like button and hit subscribe to stay in the loop for all the latest Hollywood tea. Trust me, you won't want to miss what comes next. The truth is always stranger than fiction in this town.